And we're back with best card in the game, and this is the finals, the championship, whatever you want to say, comparing Spellbook of Judgment with what's that card called? Painful Choice. I know I've said this about a lot of things, but these two cards are a little hard to compare because Painful Choice is become it's just so generic in the fact that it fits in most every deck. Contrasts Spellbook of Judgment, which effectively is only in spellbooks. I mean, sure, there's spellbook variants, I guess, but I mean, there's really only one deck that it works in. Looking at the sheer, this can't. I don't want to belabor the point too much. Looking at sheer power level, Spellbook of Judgment, as Doug said, it's like the Kim Kardashian of Yu-Gi-Oh. Based off of a comment what I said. But yeah, Spellbook of Judgment rewards you for playing cards, and it's not a mechanic. It's I guess you could call it an effect or whatever. But that's probably one. It's one of the most unhealthy cards made for the game, because while it doesn't directly advance your game state, it doesn't actively destroy anything. It doesn't actively amass you any. Sure, it does get you a card advantage in your hand, but without really doing anything, you are able to get so many cards to your hand, especially summon a monster. I mean, like a Spellbook of Judgment combined with a Toon Table of Contents, you were just getting three more cards than, I guess, four. Yeah, because you'll be adding three spells to your hand and then special summon a monster. So you're plus fouring simply for activating cards during your turn. And as a card design, that's arguably one of the that's up there for one of the worst card designs. Certain card designs are actually worse. Or sorry, there are certain cards with just as bad card designs that aren't nearly as good. Something like Judgment Dragon is a terrible card design. Its summoning requirements are very easy, and its costs milling for and okay, I know it's not a cost, but I'm saying paying 1,000 life points. That's a really bad card design, just a huge beater like that. But that's not because of certain things. That's not one of the best cards. But the point remains that Spellbook of Judgment is a ridiculously good card because it gives you card advantage and field presence simply for playing your turn, and you're being rewarded for existing effectively, and that's really not how Yu-Gi-Oh should work. I mean, I'm all about playing really skillfully and deck building, and those are the factors that can contribute. Things like luck, obviously, are going to come into it, but I guess building your deck and then actually playing the deck, those are the bigger things that should contribute to winning and having advantage. Or there's certain combos that you have to invest a lot in, but you'll get huge rewards in. Spellbook of Judgment's not a combo. You simply, by activating at the beginning of your turn, which is searchable, and when there were 3 copies of it, the fact that you just, after activating the beginning of your turn, you just proceed through your turn, and you are rewarded at the end of your turn for having a turn, that is a very unhealthy. It's just a terrible card design, and like if that was any more generic, that would be somehow better than Ardea's. Painful Choice, on the other hand, is it's a really freaking good card. It accelerates you late into the game. It sets up your it sets up your graveyard. It's not even a minus. It makes your draws a little bit better towards late game. There's really nothing. Like I don't think no one's died from activating the Painful Choice. Like it's. I mean, something like Future Fusion was just beyond busted because it kind of was an instant win button for dragons. And I mean, think if we have a generic one of those that can't be an MST'd, and instead of getting a 5,000 beta, you just get a card. Like I mean, sure, your opponent could always deal with the threat of blowing up your Future Fusion, so you don't get a 5-headed dragon. However, it's really hard to choose between these two because Spellbook of Judgment has quote-unquote worst card design, but Painful Choice is a, quote-unquote better card. And I think I'm going to have to base it off those. While I would say Spellbook of Judgment was more fair, not more fair, more generic, and you could kind of pit it a little bit better against Painful Choice, that would clearly win by leaps and bounds. But if you have to look at what 2 cards, I guess my final decision is what 2 cards could come back. Spellbook, if you if something happened to the ban list and Fate got banned and Tower got banned and no more spellbooks were created, all this crap, Spellbook of Judgment had the possibility of coming back. Like that's an option. Painful Choice will never come back off the Forbidden list, and I think at the end of the day, I'm going to have to give it to Painful Choice by a slim margin for that reason. I really feel like I'm comparing an apple and an orange here, because the cards are, one's a generic, acceleration card for your game, and the other is just, absolutely busted in card design. But I guess Painful Choice wins. Hooray! I mean, I kind of knew that from the beginning. No, I didn't. But, well, thanks for suffering through me it took me like 3 months to do this. It took me 5 months to do this. Wow, I really did not go very fast on this. Oh yeah, you can see my room a little bit. My bed's over there. This is a lamp. I'm kind of moving my room around. I only have one artwork up on the wall, mine, but whatever. Is that my towel? Yeah, it's my towel on the door because I can't seem to. Oh, here's an American flag that was hung over the state capitol in Tennessee. So that's cool. I got it for an award. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll really try to post videos at least weekly, if not bi-weekly. So thanks for watching. Bye. Painful Choice!